Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blaze, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working on this stuff. We were working on trying to get more quests done. We have raw meat ingots through cows, fluid cows. We were trying to get fluid cows so that we could get experience, so that we could get more vibranium, so that we can get more of these guys, which I've made a few more, so we can get more neutronium, so we can continue on in this mod pack. Got that? Good. So yeah, we've been working pretty hard. I feel like we did something else last time. We made some other. We've just been doing a lot of questing, to be honest. And we're discovering that some of the things that we're going to be needing here soon are going to require a lot of, well, objects that are not that easy to get. So today we're going to do a little bit of machine automation and a little bit of preparing for the future. So we have currently in this DireCrafting table a bunch of stuff, and it works just fine. However, we are going to have to do a lot more recipes with this stuff, and so I want to kind of prepare more. So it turns out this is a 9x9. That's why it's called the DireCrafting table. If you're not familiar with Direwolf 20 or why he's associated with 9x9s, just go watch one of his opening videos. You'll see. He's a pretty big name in the modded community, so if you know modded stuff, you probably have heard of him at least. But yeah, this is a tribute to him, so that's kind of why it's a 9x9. But I was looking and noticed that, hey, these golden chests are also 9x9. So why don't we do something a little bit intelligent with them? And we're going to start setting up more recipes. And kind of doing something like this, but in those chests. And then once we're ready and have all our entire stack of this, which by the way, the crystallized redstone is almost done. I added more lasers, so we have 100 lasers going on right now. Wow, I just realized this is actually 100 lasers. So this is going pretty quick. It does use 4,000 RF per tick, and I've got to watch my energy levels. Less because I can't keep up, and more because I ran out of Ender Lily seeds for a while, and this guy was draining. He still is, but he's sending all of his power to this guy, and so I don't really care too much. So yeah, we need to do a lot of work. Here's a question. That is full. Okay, so that's pretty much full. That is good to know. So we are going to be doing some preparing for new things and doing some quests as well as whatever else we can do. So things that we're going to want, here's 2 recipes that we're going to want pretty soon. The wand of animation is super duper important. We're going to want this as soon as we can get it because it's incredibly powerful, but it's going to need some infinity ingots and it's going to need infinity catalysts. So that's a little bit of a pain, but hopefully it won't be too bad. We're going to work on a lot of this stuff. Wow, FPS drop. Before we do anything else, one of the things that we're going to need are these neutronium compressors. And these guys are going to require impulse hoppers. Now, we're going to want to make a bunch of these. These are going to be super useful for a lot of things, namely the singularity stuff, which we're going to need an internal singularity. And so we're going to need a lot of neutronium compressors for that. So we're going to need to make this recipe a lot. Most of this is just neutronium. There is some compressed dark iron and impulse hoppers. So the hoppers and the empty machine framework is easy, but the impulse hopper framework controller is not EMC-able. So we're going to have to make these. Everything in here is EMC-able except for the Franken zombie. And that's where things get a little bit annoying. Z-Logic controllers are EMC-able, so we can just make a stack of them in the system and call it a day. But we're going to need a soul vial with zombies in it, and we're going to need a soul binder with experience. So that's kind of the pain. So we're going to set that up right away. Real quick, I want to see assemblers. Is there anything with EMC? I don't think there is in this. So I could be completely wrong. I think there is an add-on for Project E or something with equivalent exchange and some sense of the mod that works with applied energistics. I could be completely wrong. It might be old. It might be Applied Energistics 1, not Applied Energistics 2. But I don't think it's in this, so we're not going to worry about that. Anyways, we're going to come down here, and we have, whoops, we have this little section right here that looks like it's really good for, well, anything we need. And we have power lines we can bring down. In fact, there's power lines right here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have machines here doing some of the stuff. So we're going to want an interface. We have 45. Let's grab a few. And the first thing we need to do to make these Z-Logic controllers are Franken zombies. So the Franken zombies require zombies in soul vials. And that's actually really easy to do. So what we need to do is I just found in the system a powered spawner, and we have a broken spawner for zombies. We're going to combine these, and it requires 300 levels. Ew. It requires 300 levels. How are we going to get that many levels? There's got to be a way. Do we have a straw? I don't know how good that would be. XP shower, maybe? Let's see. There is a straw. This is a Mine Factory Reloaded thing. And let's see if this works. Might not work here. Let's go to the last millennium. So the straw allows you to drink liquids. Sounds weird, I know, but it does have its uses. And okay, it doesn't work on these. Alright, do we have an XP shower? Okay, we can make one of those. And this is going to be really annoying if this is what we have to do. But let's see. Let's make an XP shower. And if this doesn't work, then it's kind of whatever. Okay, it does work. And we just need to get 300 levels now. So, I'm going to try to speak over this. We need the power spawner, and that works just fine. So we're also going to need another soul binder. And this is easy enough. And that will give us the Franken zombies. So the only other thing we need to do is the enchantment cost. So we'll need to set up another one of these guys. The inner tanks with lime, and call it a day. So yeah, this is gonna be fine. So what else are we gonna want to do? We're gonna want to make the wand of animation, that's for sure. This is something we can start prepping at least a little bit. It is gonna require demon steel of the 11th magnitude, which is an absolute pain. But most of this other stuff isn't too bad. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is actually pretty easy. The neutronium compressors, again, other than we are going to automate flux crystals. This is not that hard. Destabilized redstone and well, diamonds. That's pretty easy, and we can do this kind of mass quantity thing. Yeah, this is going to take. There's still more. Oh my gosh. How many of these are there? Let's retrieve all. So we're at like 93. Wow. I realize. Can we do this and speed it up? Yes, we can. Awesome. I realize we can do something. Let's break this. Let's go to the last millennium, and because this is liquid XP, I believe we can just set this right here, insert. We'll store all of our levels, and we're gonna put that to extract for now. But yeah, so basically these cows will constantly get milked by this, and it should let's honestly put this on always active. It'll give us more levels in here, so we've already gotten a little bit more levels. It's just gonna take a while, so we'll just kind of come back to that later. It's not a big deal right now, but we can set up everything else. We don't need to set up the powered spawner. So the powered spawner is going to be a to-do list, which I got rid of that chest. So we're going to just throw these in here. Now, there is a very specific reason why we're doing it the way we are, but we're going to need a soul binder. That's going to require 2 pressurized tanks. So let's get... let's see, we get some dark steel. I think 4 of these. And a piece of hardened glass. Nope, hardened. So that is easy enough. Our guy here will do just fine. We'll get the pressurized fluid tank, and then we'll duplicate it. And everything else here is pretty easy. So, oh my god, so many lasers. That could cause lag, just FYI. But, do this. Let's keep 1 in the system as well, just so we don't have to make that again. And then machine, chassis, solarium. How many do we need? Just 2. And then mob heads. I think we can use the Enderman heads. There's not really... I don't think these have much use. We can make the machines. Yeah, they don't have much use. So let's go ahead and use these. So this, those 2, and that. So that'll make the soul binder. So what we're gonna have is, I guess we can do this right here. So we're gonna have how do we want this to work? I don't really care what, like, if it looks bad or anything. We'll have the soul binder. We'll have power. Or you know what? I have a better idea. Let's have the interface on the bottom, the soul binder, and then power going straight up. So this guy, we can configure it to push pull, and he'll have a we'll have an ender tank, which we can go ahead and get. So lime, and an ender tank, ender fluid conduit. Let's see, what else we're gonna need. We're gonna need, that's it. So let's see, we can put this here. We need to do lime, lime, lime first so that it knows. And there's not going to be anything in there right now because obviously we're taking it all. But insert, extract, always active. So that will give the experience. And then we'll need to just have, there'll be another machine here. And then we can go down a few before we actually like put anything else. So the other thing we're going to need is the fluid. we're going to need 2 more of these, which we have this guy set up. We're going to want a fluid transposer with this. And we can actually break all of this stuff. Oops. And we're going to have 2 more things. Now we might need some conduits and whatnot, but I don't know. We'll kind of figure that out later. But we're going to need a couple more machines. So we're going to want 2 fluid transposers. That's not a fluid transposer. So we need copper gears times 4. We need 2 sets of these and glass. We might as well just make this manually because why not? Doesn't matter too much. What kind of... Okay, we have a bunch of reinforced machine casings, so might as well use those. So we need 2 fluid transposers. And then we're also going to need a magma crucible. So 1 of these. So we need an invar gear. We're going to need... let's see, the redstone alloy ingot times 2. So we get that taken care of. Invar gears. And then the leadstone thing and all that kind of stuff. So most of this isn't too bad. Nether bricks. I guess we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. We should be able to make those. I realize we also have nether essence, but oh well. And there's the magma crucible. Cool. So we're gonna need redstone blocks. 16 should be fine. And we have that. Okay. So now we're gonna have. So this is where there's gonna be a powered spawner here. And then I guess we could just do this here and have the have 1 fluid transposer here, and then I don't see any reason why we can't have another one right next to it with magma crucible, and this guy is going to be here. So this looks messy. You'll see what I mean, what it's going to do in a second. So first things first, this is going to have a store 16 items. This one's going to have another one of these guys. We'll hook that up later. But this is going to be, let's see, input from the bottom and the side, output out the back. So we'll need, or we can move this stuff over 1. Let's do that instead. So we'll do output out this side and do something like this. Extract always active, insert, and then we can put a fluid transposer here, active all the time. This will be output that side, input there, and in the bottom we're gonna need a chest, I think. Yeah, we're gonna need a chest for this one. I realize we're gonna need a chest for this one as well. Okay. So I could use filters. That'd probably be easier. But we'll put this here. Output at the top, input. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to have a config file, a config for this, so that it sends all the, we actually don't want this here. We do want this right there, so we want input on the bottom, output there. Input on the side, input on the bottom, output there. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be making redstone here. So this will have a filter. This will have a filter for anything that goes in there with redstone. And this will always have molten redstone, the destabilized redstone at all times. This guy will be hooked up to this ender tank, which will have the fluid for the Zephyrium Erythium. And that's kind of the plan. So that'll automate machines. We'll get it all set up later once we actually need to. But let's go to the last millennia and see if we can get the powered spawner. See how many levels we have. We have 123. That's going to take a while. Alright, you know, let's grab some wheat and see if we can't speed things up. But I'm going to spend some of the rest of the episode. Let's get some more automation. Not automation, but let's get some of the stuff together so that we can maybe start getting basically once we have all the neutron collectors. I don't know why these guys don't want to. Oh well. We can always duplicate them. But once we get done making all the neutron collectors, whatever, same difference, we're going to be making a bunch of other things. So we're going to want signs for all this stuff. So this is going to be neutronium compressor. This will be wand of animation, and then anything else we want. Something that wouldn't be bad is an angel ring. What else are we gonna want? And that's kind of the question at this point. What else do we want to kind of grab? So if we go to this, we can actually see the recipes. There are 70 recipes in total. We're obviously going to need infinity ingots, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Something else that we might want to start getting prepped for. The ingots are fine, but let's get everything for... There's a lot of parts. A stack of... the transmutation table would be really good, but that's going to require infinity stars and infinity catalysts, so that's going to be a while. But everything else there doesn't look too terrible. I think we can handle everything else fairly easily. I mean, the bedrock is annoying, but not that bad. So transmutation table. I believe it's the table, right? Yeah. Transmutation table. And that is something I'm going to want eventually. This will one-shot the Chaos Guardian. But it's also incredibly expensive. Right. And anything else? I guess we could start looking at... maybe let's have the infinity catalyst. Wait, does this... Oh, there's more recipes because I didn't... There's 5 more recipes. So there is the stews, the meatballs, the singularities, and both catalysts. So the infinity catalyst is one we're probably going to want. Infinity... Nope. Catalyst. And what else are we gonna want? So let's get the angel ring and infinity catalyst. I guess we can do Chaos Catalyst. Although that's going to be a lot longer away, like a lot farther away. And Chaos Catalyst. Okay, so we already have one Chaos Catalyst, but this is something that's the biggest thing with this is it does require Infinity Catalyst, and this one in particular, most of the things are not actually makeable, but we also need the Chaotic Cores, which is a really big pain. So I want to make the Wand of Animation, but we can go ahead and prep the Angel Ring, because I think we have everything for this. So we're going to need glass. We're going to need gold. We're going to need gold. Should not be a problem. We don't need that much gold. And let's see, do we have unstable ingots? Alright, so the Angel Ring looks like this. 2 glass, because we're going to go with the glass version. Is it 3? Yes. And it's something like this, I think. And then there's 2 of these on each side. So the only thing left we need is the Ring of Flight in the dead center, and that requires, well, all this. So I don't really want to take all of this stuff out, which is why we're kind of prepping it. We can make it when we make it. It's not that big of a deal. But for this guy, we are going to need a lot of things. So first things first, we need a ring. We need blaze rods. And that is easy enough. We also need a magic core, which requires a lot of things that I don't want to make right now. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit more of a pain than I thought. Because a lot of this stuff is not EMC-able. But I think this will probably be the easier way. So we'll go ahead and put the ring away. But let's see what we have for the Wand of Animation. So there's a couple things here that we can definitely get and get prepared. So magical wood. We're going to need, let's see, 8. And then 3, 6, 9. So we're going to need 17 magical wood. That is something we can handle. Magical wood. So we need, right, where is Tinker Stuff? Over here. So we need a large plate, and then 3 tough rods, and let's see, where do these go? 3x3 in the corner of the 3x3. And right there. Okay, so that part is actually pretty easy. We need to get fairy ingots, which molten fairy comes from blood, obsidian, and ardite. Now, blood we can actually get from smelting up zombie flesh. So let's see what the molten fairy. We'll see what we can do with this. So 8 blood, we need, okay, 16. How much blood is zombie flesh? Zombie flesh is 5 millibuckets. So rotten flesh, let's grab a stack of that. And we're gonna want, see, 144 would actually be a great number to do. So this is 120. 144, correct? Let's just make sure, we'll grab a drawer and that will tell us for sure. Because I don't trust my math. Not right now. It's kind of late when I'm recording this, so I don't really trust my math at this point. So we can throw a stack in at a time, but no more rotten flesh. So we have 5 times ingots. Let's grab ardite. Just grab a stack of this. And obsidian. Let's grab like 2 stacks of that. I don't know why we have so much obsidian, by the way. I don't know where it's coming from. But this is a lot of stuff. Let's put in 16 of each of these. And just kind of see what it gets us. I realize that with the hopper, we can't actually see. So let's remove the hopper. And we can put an item conduit. That'll work just fine. So we're going to be making a lot more fairy than we already have, than we really need. Question though, do we have any? Okay, just making sure. It's always kind of a pain when you are using a lot of stuff to make a huge recipe. Always active, insert. Alright, so we have 320 blood in there. We can definitely throw more in that. And this is going to make a little bit of fairy. Now, we want to make sure that this is all off. And we're going to grab the ingot cast. So that is not off. But that's okay. We have 8 more nuggets of fairy. We're going to need more blood. That's the big thing. And then anything else that we have, we can just kind of go ahead and empty out. So while that's kind of doing its thing, what else can we get? Teleportation cores are definitely doable. And soul crystals, we're going to have to go farm those at some point. But teleportation cores, there's 4 of those. Those are actually pretty easy. So let's just do that. There's 1 more ingot of fairy. Alright, so we have 43 ardite. And some obsidian. So actually, let's put 1 more piece of ardite in there. That will give us 27. And then obsidian. I think it's 1 each. But basically, I'm trying to get more blocks. So we have the molten fairy. We don't need that anymore. That worked out good. I just didn't want to do the math all that much. I don't know if this is going to give us... Real quick, if we smelt this up, does it give us 1 or 2 ingots? It is 2 ingots. So that would be 24, 6, 8, 30, 2, 4, 6. And that should give us 27 ardite, which is 3 blocks. 28 ardite. Let's do that. Okay. So we're going to take this fairy block. We don't need that anymore right now. And wand of animation. Right here and right here. Cool. So we can put this stuff away for now. And make sure that gets everything taken care of. So the only thing left that we can really make right now for the wand of animation is, I mean, we could make the vibranium. That's not as important. We can make that later. But teleportation cores. So teleportation cores are going to require ender diamonds, which we can just make a stack of those. Why not? And Energized silicon. Do we have any of that? We do not. Now that is a bit of a pain because of silicon. But we do have a piece of silicon. So let's duplicate this a little bit. And then this is something I want to keep in here. And then we can make the energized silicon and not really worry about it. So energized silicon. We'll duplicate this a little bit. And is this good? 3627. Yeah, let's just go ahead and run that. Alright, so we have the energized silicon. We just need glowstone ingots. And in order to get those, it's just glowstone and osmium in the osmium compressor. So let's grab, let's see, are these useful for other things? I think they are. Stuff there doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're gonna need them for the high tier stuff. So let's grab a stack of this and a stack of osmium, and we'll just come down here and deal with this. So this is a machine that will probably end up automating it at some point, but right now it's not super duper important. So something, can we make bedrock? That is so expensive. Bedrock is multiple blocks. Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna need what? 4 of these. We're gonna need 8 glowstone ingots. We'll come back for that in just a little bit. So with that taken care of, how much redstone do we have? We have 18 crystallized redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 6 more, and then we have everything except the vibranium. But the wand of animation, so we can right-click blocks to animate them. That doesn't sound super useful, but here's the thing. We can do that on blocks of, well, octuple compressed cobblestone. We can do that on blocks of, I think we might be able to do that on blocks of awakened draconium. There are some blocks that you cannot, but blocks of vibranium, why not? Infinite vibranium. It spawns a little mob. We then capture it in a safari net, and we spawn it in. Kill it, it drops the block back. So it's a really good way to just kind of automate something like that, and it's actually overpowered. Not gonna lie, it's super overpowered. So what else can we do with this? So we'll have to, we might actually already have the 8 glowstone. Yes. So we'll put that in there. Let's get the teleportation cores. Which one was that? That is atomic alloy. That's enough. Cool. 3, 4. Alright, so the wand of animation, we can do this. It is here and here. Now, do we have any catalysts? We have a chaos catalyst, but that's not what we want. Not right now anyway. So, I mean, it's super useful for other things. We're going to need it if we want to get automated DireCrafting tables. We're going to need it for the sort of the cosmos, but yeah, not super useful for us right now. So the neutronium compressor, I mean, a lot of this stuff we already have, but the neutronium tough rods and plates and stuff is kind of the harder part. This is one of those mod packs where we're going to have to ramp up production of stuff here at the end game quite rapidly. So you know what? Let's we're almost done with the redstone stuff, so let's actually focus on a couple of quests that we can do. Because yeah, this is going to be done here soon. So you know what? Let's go ahead and make the Ender Quarry. So we'll get rid of all this for now. And we'll kind of routinely just put more stuff in those chests. Kind of the plan is to have a stack of, so obviously we just need one of each of these. We'll make the rest of the angel ring next time, I think. But the catalyst, we're going to probably want like a stack of each. And the neutronium compressor, we're also going to want a stack eventually. So I might work on that a little bit off camera, especially the dark iron, just because that takes some time. That's something else we could automate. I don't know if we will. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But anyways, Ender Quarry. So the Ender Quarry requires some magical wood. Magical wood. So we need 2 of this. We're going to need a diamond etched computational, which we have. We're going to need ender infused obsidian, and skip the other ones for right now. An ender infused obsidian, or is it 2? Okay, it's 1. We're going to need 2 endothermic pumps. So we're going to need a second one of these, which was not awful. We need a fire crystal. Okay, so we need blaze rods. Let's get like a handful of those. So we need a fire crystal, which is going to require a bucket of lava. Let's see, lava. So fire crystal, and then we're going to need the energized water, which is water, glowstone, redstone, gunpowder. Glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, and this will be super easy. I guess we can just hit that, switch those around. That'll take just a second. But do we have everything else for this? No, we just need, oops, whatever's in the center. So we need an Eye of Ender, easy enough, and we need a dark pick, also easy enough. So we just need the energized water, which is here. So there's that. And then we need a diamond chipset. That should be easy enough. We don't currently have one, but it's just a diamond and redstone. So redstone and a diamond. And then we're going to need a quarry. 2 quarries, actually. So we need 2 more diamond chipsets. Two more redstone. Let's see, we're going to need ferrous gears, mana-infused gears, aluminum gears, and a diamond paxel. So the diamond paxel, we're going to need 2 of these, obviously. So 1, 2. Let's see. Pickaxes, 1, 2. And axe, 1, 2. And then we should be able to make the paxels. So these are just basically multi-tools. And then we're going to need, let's see, 6 ferrous gears. We're going to need lumium gears. And Actually, we're gonna need more aluminum gears. We'll wait till the aluminum gears get back up here, and then mana infused. We'll just do 4 of these because these are a little bit more expensive. But yeah, we're gonna need 6, 4, and 4. 6. 4 and 4. Okay. This is out of power. Oh no, it's not. That's the neutrino, the compressor. So let's take that out. Should make these really quickly. And then we can set everything up so that we can get what we want. So Paxel goes there. These guys are on the bottom. And once we have the chipsets, we'll be good to go. So there's one. I realize these are all going to go into the system. That's okay. And we can go ahead and set this stuff in here. And then once we have what we need, we'll be good to go. So then it's going to want us to do upgrades, I think. But these are not nearly as bad. So I'm not too worried about it. They don't require this, at least. So there is the two of the chipsets. By the way, I went ahead and made some more storage. We were actually running low on storage for AE system. So I basically just told the system how to make the 64Ks rather than the 16Ks, because I thought that'd be a smart thing to do. So there is the 2 quarries. Put that in there for right now. That'll start to build up power. And then we can grab the chipset and make the ender quarry. Something that I don't think we'll ever use. But if we do, it'll be fine. So this requires 6 million RF? Really? That's not that bad. It's not that bad. But we'll get this. We're gonna take the middle thing, the middle reward bag, but then this is gonna require Silk Touch, Wormhole, and both the highest upgrades for the other 2. So this should not be bad. We are gonna need. So Fortune 3 requires. Okay, so we're going to need 4 of the base thing. So, you know what? We can go ahead and make those. That is just some burnt quartz and ender-infused obsidian. So we're going to need 2, 3, 4. Then quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it is 4, right? Yes. We can go ahead and get these going. Oh, yeah, it's done. And then that will be, we can go ahead and make these. We'll try to anyways, and call it from there. So that is going to be more quests done. We still have a lot of quests to do, but today was mostly kind of, I know it's a little bit more chatty than normal, than it should be, honestly. But we're also just trying to make things best we can. But let's get that quarry. Ender quarry. So there's that quest. We'll take the middle reward bag, like I said. Put that in there. And so the upgrades we need the wormhole. So we're going to need trash can. And it looks like it can be any trash can. So we can use the energy one, finally. So there's that. Which, let's make sure, is it... Okay, it's a detection. So we're going to want Silk Touch. So that's going to require a golden pickaxe with Silk Touch. Gold. Do we have Silk Touch? No, but we can get Silk Touch pretty easily. We're also gonna need 2 sticks. So, what does Silk Touch require in the enchanter? So Silk Touch is Slime Ball. Okay. Slime. Slime Ball, and we'll go to the last millennium. We'll get some levels, and it'll be fine. So we'll get this stuff done, and then we will call the episode from there. So let's retrieve like 60 levels. It does use absolute values of the experience, so that's nice. It doesn't use just levels, so it's not gonna waste things, I don't think. I hope not. But let's get this. We actually need book and quill, so we need ink and feathers. So, right, we need to make these. Alright, so this plus this. Wait, where'd my levels go? Excuse me. That was weird. It might be switching dimensions that's causing that. Alright, let's get a little bit of experience, I guess. Because maybe it's just it needs to be reminded. Okay, that's all it is. That's really weird. So we can get the Silk Touch. We can then put that on the pick. And there we go, Silk Touch multiplier. So that's 2 of them. Next is Fortune. So in order to get Fortune 3, we're going to need 2 diamond pickaxes. Diamond. Let's go ahead and just do it this way. So we're going to need 2 of these. Plus the redstone, we're going to need, for the Fortune 2, a gold and an iron. Iron. And then gold. Alright, so what is Fortune? Fortune, I believe, is emerald? Yeah, emeralds. Okay, easy enough. So it's just a matter, do we have enough experience? We probably don't. So Fortune 1 requires, okay, Fortune 1 on the iron. We're gonna need let's see, we're gonna need Fortune 1 on that book as well. Let's go get a bunch of levels again. And yeah, this will hopefully work a little bit better this time. So I'm gonna let this kind of run for a bit. Let's not 100 levels. Let's get just 50 levels. That should be fine for now. And basically, we're gonna let that run for a bit. I might get some more cows. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So experience, essence. So we just drop 1. We'll get the levels. So we need another Fortune 1. No, I already did that. We can go ahead and get. Oh my gosh. I hate the ghost images. So we can go ahead and put these guys in here. Get that. And then Fortune 3 requires just Fortune 1s. Alright, that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get that on both of these. Cool. So we should be able to do this. So there is Fortune 2 and Fortune 3. And that's taken care of. Now we just need the speed boost, which is probably going to be efficiency. So we need efficiency 5 diamond pickaxes. 1 and 2. We're going to need a little bit more ink sac. I think just 2. We're going to need another diamond pickaxe. And the first one is another diamond pickaxe. So this should be fine. Now we just need to figure out what efficiency is. And hope we have enough levels. Efficiency is redstone. We need what for level 1? I think it was 12. Okay. But we're going to need a lot of redstone. So let's get like a couple stacks. And then we're going to need some other things, but we'll get to that here soon. So first level is efficiency 1, which is just 12-ish. Second one is efficiency 3. And let's just go the last millennium because we're going to need a lot more levels. This is so expensive on levels. Making a powered spawner is also just annoying, by the way. So let's get 70 levels. And that should hopefully be enough. This is such a weird bug though. I have no idea why that's happening. So efficiency 3. Let's go ahead and get these on. Nope, not like that. So there's the efficiency 3. The efficiency 1. Alright, and then we want efficiency 5. So we're going to need more levels. Oh man, what was it like? A lot. Let's just 70 levels. Why not? And I'll come back and I'll store the rest of the levels when we're done, which is hopefully going to be here soon because I want to wrap up this episode pretty quickly. So that reminded that I have levels. Picks. Luckily this part is not super expensive on levels, but now we should be able to, at the very least we need the speed upgrades, which we have. So then, okay, it was smart enough to at least use the right things. There's that. And then the top tier requires stack upgrades, which we have one. We can actually duplicate it. Let's keep one in the system just in case. And there's the speed 3. So max upgrade, quarry upgrades, we're going to take the middle. And other than the deep dark, couldn't remember what it was called, and the any of the golden, the angel rings, we're done with gamma. So let's put this stuff away. We have 2 greater reward bags. Let's go ahead and open these. Automatic hammers and viaducts. That's meh. So yeah, this episode I know went a little long. We didn't get all that much done, but one of the big things that we need to do from here on out is just kind of working on getting a lot of these recipes kind of taken care of. Especially early on, we're going to need a lot of the neutronium compressors and the neutronium itself. We have 17 ingots. That is nowhere near enough. And so it's just going to be a matter of kind of building up our base. So I think next time what we're going to do, I'm going to kind of hang out on here. I'm going to get some more cows, I think, and we're just going to basically try to get as much experience as possible so that this can fill up. We want 300 levels so that we can use them to get, well, a powered spawner. We want a powered zombie spawner for our little system down here, and we'll hook it up and all that kind of fun stuff later. It's not super important right now, but I think what we'll do next time is we'll probably take one of the catalysts, probably the infinity catalyst, and try to fill that one in with a stack of items, and we'll just kind of do other quests as we can find them. There's plenty of quests to do, and mostly like Zeta, there's solar flux we can work on, and we can even do some imaginary time stuff, but that's going to require compressed Gaia. So I don't know what we're going to end up doing, but we'll find something and kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!